Oh, excuse me. Hi everyone, this is Audapostrophe. Let's check out Bruxa running on Nintendo Switch. Okay, I guess that's okay. Boy, that's nothing for options. It moves pretty fast. I mean, it doesn't look like much either. It's done in this, 320 by 200 resolution. Even the music's kind of basic. But it does scroll at a very silky frame rate. I'll give it that. Essentially, they didn't do climbing animations, you just fall right through. This doesn't seem to be metered. It looks like I can use that front attack as much as I want. Yeah, I'm not, in favor of this low-resolution look. But it plays and moves really well. I mean, I can't fault it for how well it runs, which is not necessarily a guarantee that looks, for a game that looks like this. We've seen some, rather tragic games on the system run at absolutely horrible frame rates or have, tremendous amounts of screen tearing. So at least this game, doesn't look like much, but it runs well. Which again, in the world of indie platformers, that actually is a little bit more rare than it should be. Do I even need to attack this stuff? I don't think I do. Oh, I guess that earns me gems. How are you supposed to get to this? It's like you have to take damage to get down here. I mean, if you notice, even these backgrounds are dithered. It's like, you know, it doesn't need to be dithered in the back in the backgrounds. I mean, there's plenty of storage. Dithering is something that you do to you know, save on your pixel counts. I mean, it wasn't like a stylistic, artistic choice, and you did it to keep your resources down in the old days. You know, because cartridge sizes and CPUs were very limited, and you know, CPUs and their speed. You know, things only ran at what, 6 megahertz at the most. I think that Super Nintendo ran at like 3.25 megahertz. You know, you only had so much storage space, so it would make sense to have these dithered backgrounds to save on storage. But a game made nowadays with dithered backgrounds? That just makes no sense. Jeez, what's with all the slowdown? My goodness, what the heck? Where did I, what? Okay. Okay. I have no idea what happened there. Obviously, this is not a bug-free game. Oh, hold on a minute. Okay, alright. Wait, what the heck? Oh, what? How the heck did we end up out there? What is going on with this game? It looks like it's running on a 386 and it acts just like it too. Yeah, I don't like the games that are trying to ape this resolution. This 386, very early VGA look. I mean, earlier we just played a game that was literally an NES game. that looks cleaner and sharper than this game. And, you know, you can't really get more authentic than an actual NES game. But, you know, some people grew up on PC, so, you know, maybe this was the kind of imagery that they were used to. Where the heck am I now? What the heck? Oh, it's a boss. This game's transitions are highly questionable. Unfortunately, I think the composer of this game music is not so great. I mean, this is a very basic kind of soundtrack. A bit amateurish for me. Again, not bad, but like, it doesn't feel like there was a lot, like a lot of effort put into it. I think it's interesting they activate the slowdown. I mean, they have like so many objects in there. And obviously that's on purpose. I mean, you know, clearly there's enough horsepower in this engine to handle, you know, even that number of sprites. Okay, well, it's moving around. I can't use my magic. For some reason, it wasn't detecting I was on a platform. I thought I was floating in the air. Oh, wow, that was a really short level. I question the QA in this game. I must say. Not 100% convinced that there was a lot of troubleshooting going on. I don't know why I would say that, other than me warping through multiple areas, falling through just the weirdest things. Donut there. Okay, I didn't even see that thing there. Is that not a platform? What the heck? Yeah, I mean, I kind of like the philosophy of the game, is that, you know, when it needs to reset your position, it just resets the enemies without reloading the level into memory, and then resets your position. It does make, like, the loading really, really fast. But they didn't mask it very well, you know, so then you get these weird transitions where the screen is scrolling incredibly fast, you know, to where it wants to place you. So it looks a little strange. Like I said, I agree with the idea. Especially in a game where, you know, you load the whole level in memory. And obviously there's a lot of room to spare in memory outside of the game, you know, the core game logic. What in the world is going on? My god, what am I hitting that's causing it to reset me? So weird. Yeah, it seems like if I go too high into that ceiling, it really screws with the level. It's not like I'm trying to break it and go someplace where I'm not supposed to go. Yeah, I like how fast all the loading is. I mean, it moves at it's lightning pace. Except for, you know, the occasional bizarre instances of slowdown. Again, I would think that that's on purpose. Because obviously this engine is not being taxed. Not like there's like tons of layers of scrolling or like a lot of different, you know, object layers or lots of different enemies. Yeah, there's just no way that this is pushing the engine so hard that it, you know, has to slow down to paint every object. You know, to draw every frame. I would have a hard time believing that. I do find it's like super interesting that you can just use that magic as much as you want. Usually something that you'd meter, because I mean it's so powerful. But I guess they didn't want to make it about, you know, jumping on platforms and jumping on enemies. Looks like a game McDonald's will give away. Yeah, I don't know. Was McDonald's ever sophisticated enough to give away something like this at McDonald's? I don't know. I think Burger King did with the old Sneak King. But I get what you mean. It's definitely not a fancy looking game. Still, I don't exactly hate this game. I mean, it's competent enough. It's just not like a particularly special. That's all. Although in the world of Nintendo Switch indie platform games, this probably runs better than most. You know, I've been starting to cover these lower budget indie platformers, and you know, we've had some pretty good, surprisingly, we've had some pretty good games that have surprised us. Maybe not this game, but I don't necessarily, you know, condemn a game to death because it looks a little cheap, or maybe it doesn't have like a big budget behind it. I mean, I think the developers here, you know, at least understood how a platformer should work, versus what, you know, at sometimes feels like something that somebody made in their college course and then just decided to publish. Supposed to get over here. What the heck? Oh, okay. Super weird. There are a few games McDonald's gave? Oh, okay. I guess I'm just not aware of that. I'm not one of those like snobby people that says they don't eat at McDonald's. You know, rather, unfortunately, that's not true for me. But yeah, I mean, this game is like on sale for like $2, so I'm not exactly expecting a whole lot out of it. I think it's regular price is $8 or maybe even $6. It's something like that. So yeah, if you consider this being a $2 game, I think it's pretty competent. But it is certainly not going to win, like, Indie Platformer of the Year, that's for sure. I can't remember, we were playing something earlier in the year that ended up being, you know, really super good. That, you know, looked a little bit better than this, but it was, you know, made by, I think, 1 or 2 people. So, like I said, I don't really judge a game based on necessarily how it looks, or if it's like a big budget production or something like that. We just play them, and maybe somebody had a great idea and had great execution, and maybe somebody had a great idea and, you know, couldn't quite get it to work. You know, you never really know. Is the eShop grab bag, yeah. And we're starting to see games like this also appear on the PlayStation 5. And I mean that, the PlayStation 5 portion of the PSN store. I've seen some pretty fishy-looking PlayStation 5 apps recently that probably look no better than this. But again, you know, that's okay. You know, if a game's really, really good, if it plays well and it's fun, then I don't usually care too much about how it looks. But this one's just average. You know, I mean, the music's nothing really special. It does move at like a lightning quick pace, but you know, it's not like all that detailed. It's got that weird, you know, 386 kind of look. Again, that's like the early VGA. I won't even say this is like super VGA. I think it's just like regular VGA look to it. So, you know, like less than you would see off of a original Nintendo game. But yeah, I mean, if I was completely bored and I just had $2 burning in my pocket, I wouldn't necessarily spend it on this. But if I did spend it on this, I wouldn't necessarily be all that mad. That's all I'm saying. Like, it's not on my suggestion list of games that people would buy or should buy. Maybe if you have like a younger kid, this might be okay. I think the problem is in a game that's like this, that's on a lower budget, you know, it's competing with all these other games that are on the system, and even other indie games that are on the system too, that are doing like more with the gameplay and the graphics and just, you know, being like a more quality product, even at that same price point. So yeah, we'll stop it there. This is audap for you. I'm watching Bruxa running on Nintendo Switch. Again, I don't hate this game. I think it's competent enough. It does have some bugs, obviously. And the way it resets your character can sometimes be a very, very confusing thing, you know, where it decides to spawn you. But, you know, it's alright. I wouldn't spend more than the sale price right now. I mean, it's going for $2, and so it looks and plays like a $2 game. Maybe better than most $2 games, but certainly nothing more than that. But check it out if you want, if you like what you saw. If not, you know, I do have other games that I would suggest that we played on the channel. But yeah, not an offensive game by any stretch of the imagination, at least to me. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.